Leave it in the comments.
Do you think politics and religion matter in a relationship?
Yes.
If so, why is it often said not to discuss them on a first date when it seems to be the first thing?
Because on the first date, you're told to be the very best version of yourself. It's often a bit of a facade. You're putting out, your best foot forward, and you don't want to scare people off or have anybody have the wrong intentions and get into any kind of heated arguments, and brings a lot of heated arguments and passion about people. And I think sometimes you just want to keep it lighthearted.
Maybe not the first date.
Yeah.
But a few after, I feel like it's crucial. I mean, you can't have a relationship with someone if you don't have the same values and views on things.
So let me go from there. Now look at it this way. Okay. Religion plays a big part in everybody's daily life. Religion plays a big part and a big role in most people's lives. And religion is one of those things that is very tricky, because here's the thing. With religion, it becomes like, I like this person. I really enjoy being around this person. But she's a Christian, I'm Hebrew. Or I'm Buddhist and she's Hindu. Like, you dig what I'm saying? The question is, do we not deal with this person based on the fact of religion, the cultural differences, the differences in life? Why are we not connecting with these people? I was talking to somebody the other day, right? And the question was about, can people be in two different religions and actually still have a successful relationship? Absolutely. So that's basically what you said here. Absolutely.
I have to know their
But the question, the actual conversation should come right within the first several conversations. What's wrong with it? Let's get this out the way, because now we're not wasting time, we're not wasting money, we're not exhausting resources and stuff like that to do thoughtful dates and things that will possibly be memorable. If we have this conversation in the beginning and it doesn't work out and we're not on the same page, let's keep it moving.
values first. We're like pretty big Christians, so we got to know their values.
And
So if a person,
most Americans are Christian, black, white, Asian, and Hispanic. Most Americans are Christian. So when sometimes, like, I grew up as a black Hebrew Israelite. So sometimes with the two different, we still could coexist. But because we didn't believe in Jesus and y'all believe in Jesus, it'll be two different things happening in the house. You see what I mean? I'll be looking at you one way at that time when I was in that mindset. I'm more of a free thinker today. So today it doesn't even make a difference like what somebody is. But when it all boils down, it's kind of like when I was growing up and I was in that mindset, I wouldn't have dealt with a Christian or Muslim or a Jewish person at that time, even though most of the religion as black Hebrew Israelites is somewhat like Jewish customs and traditions. It's basically, that's the same thing. It's just different names and different titles we put to it. But it's crazy how religion can be one of those tricky gray areas of that can make or break a relationship.
avoids politics or religion on a first date, can you assume they don't want a relationship?
Somewhat, because you don't know what they really want. If they want to hook up, if they want to be with you, you just don't know.
If a person does bring up politics or religion, can you assume they do want a relationship?
Yes, because they want to know your character. They want to know, hey, maybe I want to know if this is the person for me in the future.
Well, the church believes in marriage, and the church gears people to think of how to date and how.
It does. It really does. It tells you how to think and what to do. Let me see if she's going to
married. It's very geared towards doing that.
What value does marriage still have in a secular society?
The thing is this, right? The church, if you go to church, the church is always going to have a stronghold on your mind, a stronghold on how you think, a stronghold on who you date, a stronghold on how you eat, how you act. The church has its rules, it has its parameters, it has its guidelines, it has the stuff that's like you know, that goes along with being in the church, but at the same time, a lot of it sometimes be overwhelming. It'd be too much for some people. And for a person like me, I couldn't do it. I couldn't live under that rule, under those rules, under that structure no more. It didn't make sense for me. But let me move forward into let me see. I saw something that I really liked. I think it's up here. It's up here. It's up here. I'm gonna start from here.
People.
Religion means different things for different people,
Yeah.
and whatever they believe in is what they believe in.
Can you think of any type of human interaction or see?
No.
So then why do we need religion as opposed to just follow the rule?
Well, we don't need religion.
I think religion can
Now listen to what this
be
lady
a
about to say.
certain rigidity that might even block your own spirituality from growing.
Because religion's a hoax. They're just trying to make us all restrained, and it's been going around for hundreds of years, and modern day society doesn't believe in us.
Can people have
Now, I agree with her. 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 Religion controls too much of something it's not even real. It's not even real. It's not even real. When you start studying it and researching it and really start getting into it, you start realizing it's not even real. Religion shouldn't be controlling relationships. Religion is not that serious. Yo, people do this stuff for just different reasons. Religion can be there for certain things. It helps with a lot of people to accomplish certain stuff. But I don't think that religion should be so much of a stronghold on somebody's mind and how they think and how they move and who they date. It's crazy how, yeah, like what she just said. I agree with her, and her face is serious about it. Look at her. Her face is serious about it. Somebody in the comments said, somebody down in the somebody down in the comments said, you can tell these girls didn't have no dad and they grew up in the cult because the way they answer it.
morality without religion?
Yes. There is. You can make up a religion tomorrow if you wanted to.
Claire,
Yeah.
Preach it. You can make it up.
Amen.
Yep.
Religion was made up by people hundreds of years ago, and we just still believe it now. I can make up one tomorrow, and you could all believe it.
Great point. Great point. This is why, again, when it goes back to studying religion over the years that I've studied religion and different religions growing up as a Black Hebrew Israelite, a lot of the times we just studied religions just so we can battle people. So now when you put religion into relationships and combine all of it, you have people abusing women, having 5 or 6 and 10 wives, 3, 4 wives, doing this and doing that. Once you put relationship and religion, you have it where you kind of can use your book as the book of the word. Like it says here, read this and read that. Turn to Leviticus, turn to around. It's like, nah, yo, you can't keep using that for certain things, especially when it comes to relationships. Listen to what I'm about to say. If I'm the person for you, but we have 2 different relationships, the question would be, would you still deal with me? You're a Christian, I'm Muslim. I'm Hebrew, you're Buddhist, or whatever it is. Would you still deal with me? And I fit the criteria that you've always wanted. The only thing that I don't have is that I'm not the same religion as you, or I don't choose to follow I don't subscribe to anything. Would you be against that? Would that be something that you can't go with? You see what I'm saying? And that would be a question you have to ask yourself, because a lot of times people will not deal with you based on your religion, based on the differences in religion, based on how 2 people think that's different. It's like, at the end of the day, if I can respect what you believe and what I believe, even if I'm not going to be a member in the thing, see, because a lot of times faith-based organizations are member-based. Yeah, there's a doctrine connected to it, but it's member-based. So if you do that and that's what you do, cool. Like, I don't celebrate Christmas, Halloween, Easter, or none of that kind of stuff. Never. It's my whole life growing up. So, but I always say, if my woman if my woman did, if that was traditional in her life and her family, we can have it at the crib because I know it's for the kids. I know it's for what it's for. I'm not looking. Will, and keep in mind, me and that woman would have had a conversation about all of this stuff, history, religion, and all of these different things. But at the same time, it has to be a woman who understands how you think. So it has to be your type of person who thinks like you for y'all to be like kind of on the same page, even if you're on different spectrums of the religious system.
Are women more likely to believe in things like astrology and crystals than men are? And if so,
Yes.
why?
Yes.
I feel like I feel like women are just
the crystals. He asked, "Will women believe in religion and crystals and all that stuff more than men?" Yes, those crystals don't do nothing. Those crystals don't do nothing. Okay. The crystals that you selling on your table and that you got sitting up there on that table, you talking about is this and energy. Them Jones don't do nothing. Your sage, your all of that. That stuff don't do nothing, yo. I'm sorry. It don't do nothing. It's not working. It's not working for you. Because there's always the people that got that don't got nothing. It's always the people that got the crystals, all of the paraphernalia, all of the stuff. It don't got nothing. You got all of these things going on, but don't got nothing. I don't know, but I'm just ranting. But when it comes down to religion and relationships, it's hard. It's challenging. It can be fun, but at the same time, again, y'all have to be on the same page.
more social media too, because I find that there's more women on social media, and the more like things like this trend, they just kind of follow it.
I suppose so. Couldn't really tell you the reason why, but I enjoy them. I wouldn't say like I'm really into it, but I enjoy them if men are into that.
I think women are more in touch with their feelings, which is linked to zodiacs.
When you are born has nothing to do with who you are as a person, in my opinion, because who you are more so has to do with the people you hang around with, the atmosphere you grew up in, things like that, who raised you as a child. That's more so what has to do with who you are as a person.
I can agree with that. You know what I mean? Because people will say, I'm from North Philly. I'm from North Philly. What that mean? What that mean? I'm from South Side. I'm from West Side. Like, nigga, it ain't where you from, it's where you at. It's where you at right now. I don't care who you are and all that don't even matter. It's not based on your religion. Who you are is not based on what you believe. Who you are is based on what you become at that. Well, you could believe certain things and you could become that because you believe it. But you know what I'm saying? It's not based on your religion and stuff you was taught. When you get older is when you start understanding that dealing with your own life and dealing with your experiences about life is how you're going to get through this thing. You see what I'm saying? So when you're dealing with religion and people that's in religious organizations, it's challenging because a lot of times people haven't studied outside of what they've been taught, out of that circumference of that information that they've been given by their leadership and their leaders and their elders and stuff like that. So a lot of times people may not be with each other based on religious differences because we don't understand the two. It's like, all right, if I'm Muslim and you Christian, how are we going to get together? If you're having Ramadan and you can't eat and I'm cooking in a house and I'm cooking breakfast, lunch, dinner and stuff, can we still be together? Absolutely. One has to understand the other. If you're Buddhist and Hindu, it's probably something similar, that because y'all both into spirituality. So it would be nothing wrong with getting together. The problem is we use religion and try to make it be like a controlling factor of everything we do. And that's a lot of times that's where we go wrong at, because we let religion that started wars, that conquered towns and countries, that went into different conquest and things to force people and Christianize people and change people into certain things. If you didn't believe in what they believe, they would hang you and kill you and impale you. Like, this is crazy. You see what I'm saying? We let that type of stuff that men hundreds of years ago created to tell us that we can't be with somebody. Think about that. We let somebody, people who wrote a book, who wrote the scriptures that we call the scriptures, the book, the Bible, hundreds of thousands of years ago, not hundreds of thousands, thousands of years ago, not thousands. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, couple hundred years ago, 1500s, thousand. You see what I'm saying? We talking at least 1,000 years ago. This is crazy that we let these people come and control what we do today, and how we think, and how we date, and who we dating, and who we with. Think about that. That don't even make sense.
Women are delusional. That's why. And they have to hold on to something like false hope, and that's astrology. They want to know everything, and if they don't have answers, they'll find answers somewhere else.
I'm sick of women always trying to use their astrology as why they behave a certain way. Because my Cancer, because I'm this, and because I'm a Sag. Like, that don't mean nothing, yo. How you acting and your sign don't mean nothing when it comes down to how you act and how you behave as a woman, as a person, even people in general. I hate when they try to use their astrological signs as a reason why they do certain stuff. Like, man, yo, cut that out. Like, that's childish. And it's typically women that use that. Typically is
They're
women.
supposed to focus more on the material world and providing, and the women's supposed to go way out there and be really like spaced out about it. There's this expectancy, and yet there's a condemnation around it at the same time.
Are you likely to believe in astrology or believe in God?
God. I think God. What do you think? I don't even.
People are taught to believe in God because that's what they were taught over generations and over generations. You dig what I'm saying? That's what we were taught over generations and generations. This is why people follow God. I say it in my book. The only reason why I believed in God is because my parents taught me that God exists. And most people is the same way. It's kind of like you only believe that God really exists because you was taught that. If you never was taught that, you wouldn't think about it. That wouldn't even come across your mind. Because if you're a good person, you're a good person. If you're a bad person, you're a bad person. If you like doing things the right way or you like doing things the wrong way, it's dualities in life. It's hot, cold, day, night, up, down. And when it comes down to like stuff like relationships and religion, and how we like let religion control how we dictate our relationships and who we're going to be with and who we're going to love, that'd be the wrong thing. A lot of times that's how we go wrong. That's how
isn't it really just one religion?
That's how we miss our blessing with who we supposed to be with. Not supposed to be with, but you know what I'm saying? Probably your actual pick is somebody that's not even in the same belief system as you. Somebody that's totally different than you.
In replacing another?
Yeah, pretty much. But, instead of a God, we believe in the stars.
Religion is based on having a creator. Astrology, I would say I do astrology. I was in it, but honestly, it's demonic. So it depends on what creator are you looking to.
Why do so many men think women were put on this earth to serve them, cook, clean, and pump out babies?
Well, to a degree, that is true.
That depends, because woman was created from a man's rib to be a helpmeet, and we are women, which means we have a womb of a man. So we were made for that, but we're more than
with
that.
the hat. Shorty with the.
Why do so many women
with
think
the hat actually saying some stuff? A religion is created with a creator involved. It has to have some type of creating figure. You dig what I mean? It has to. For it to exist, for it to even be a thing, it has to. But when you put that into the cycle of a relationship, it could cause an issue, because when two people believe two different things, this is when what people try to boil it down to in Corinthians, where it's like not being evenly yoked, you know what I mean? Not to be in a relationship with somebody who's a non-believer or somebody that believes something different than you. It's kind of like, what difference do that make, yo? If I don't eat this, I don't eat that. That's not what I eat. She eats it. That's okay. She can cook it here. It's the same concept. I don't eat pork. She eat pork. But all right, if she want to cook pork, fuck it. It is what it is. Excuse my language. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. Women aren't put here to just have babies, like the guy just asked. I mean, they are here to produce along with the man, because without the women, you wouldn't have kids. But I think women do play a role in men's life in terms of like just overall. Like we talking on so many levels of like thought process, detail, organization, allowing a man to be who they're going to be, but also being there mentally to be able to help them think. Because it's necessary. This is why women be like, y'all always asking for everything. It's kind of like, I need you for that. I need you for that. Not even for just that, but I need you for that. I need somebody else there. And sometimes it takes a woman to kind of like check you on stuff. It takes a woman to kind of be more detailed and paying attention a lot closer, you know? So when you take religion off the table, is this a good person? Is this the type of person you should be with? You dig what I'm saying? Can I see me being in a relationship long term with this individual? Do they make me smile? Do I feel happy when I'm around them? Do I feel like this is somebody that I enjoy spending time with? It's really simple. It doesn't have to be that challenging, but religion makes it challenging. Religion makes it complicated. Religion makes it where when you're dealing with somebody, you know what I mean, you got to kind of figure out, all right, I'm this, they that. How do we figure this out, as opposed to just being whatever y'all gonna be? Y'all have to talk about it, of course, but sometimes people will allow their religion to be a controlling factor in being with someone in general. That's my thing.
Men were put on this earth to serve them, risk their lives, open doors, and pay for stuff.
To a degree, that can be true.
I would say it's society, social media, but back in the day when God created Adam, he was made to tend land and to help her and protect women.
Why should men serve women if women don't want to consider serving men?
They shouldn't.
If you go by the Bible, Eve was considered to be a helpmate. So if anyone was put here to serve, wouldn't it be women?
Yes.
Are they doing that?
No,
not today. You know, at a time, women was doing anything, being like very subservient to the men at a time. But I think the way it's been, sometimes it got placed in a position of like overwhelming and for women, you know what I mean? Women are advancing today. So no, they're not doing the same thing that they probably was doing when grandma and them was doing a thing back in the day. When grandma and them was doing a thing, that was years ago. You see what I'm saying? And that the women of today are different. So, but when it comes down to religion just makes things challenging and makes things sometimes complicated for no reason. So let me know what y'all think about religion and relationships and how it all compares and how you look at all of that type of stuff. Do you look at it as something that if y'all in two different places of religion, y'all can still be together? Or do you look at it as I just can't do it. I can't do it. So let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. Peace.